So be it, Vampire Hunter. Let your battle begin with me.
Hello and welcome to Fred Video Games. We played through Castlevania Symphony thinking Richard Belmont was the final boss. Well, if you did, you'd be incorrect. Because he's actually a midway boss. And if you went to Richter first thing right away, you pretty much missed 2/3 of the game. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get to the inverted castle in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So to get to the inverted castle, you're going to have to acquire some items in the regular castle. So the first one you're going to want to get is in Orlax's quarters, which if you don't remember where that is above the clock tower room. And to get there, you're going to want to work your way regularly through this area until you reach the top of this room, and then you're going to head into the right, continue going to the right until you reach this room, and then what you're going to want to fly straight up. Continue then on to the left of this room until you drop down here. Once you drop down into this room, you can head left to go fight Orlax, but down below is a save room, which I do recommend you save before you fight the boss. And after we fight Orlax, we will be getting one of the necessary upgrades for getting to the inverted castle. The sub-weapon I recommend for Orlax is the Bible. It really does well for fighting him, and I found to be the most effective against Orlax. Now we drop down to this room and the battle begins. We just keep on fighting him, keep dealing damage to him. He's got a couple different attacks, nothing super incredibly hard to dodge. The only thing you're going to want to keep note of is that this is a two-stage battle, so be prepared, bring a lot of healing items, and get ready to memorize his attack patterns. So now that Orlax is defeated, you can now jump up to this room on the left and continue your way on down the hall to get the Echo of the Bat, which is the first item you need to get to the inverted castle. So the next item you now need to get is the gold ring. So to get the gold ring, come to this spot on the map, walk over here through this blue door, and hit this button. You may or may not have already done this. Come back to this spot on the map and hop down this hole and continue down the pathway. So now you're in the area known as the underground caverns. Continue fighting your way down through the caverns. Until you reach this area on the map. Once you reach here, fly into that room on the right and continue on down the path. So once you reach this spot, you'll have a save room to your left and a boss fight to the right. To enter the boss fight, just press up on the D-pad, just like you would to save. A cutscene will play, and for this boss, I recommend either the axe or the Bible, both being highly effective against this boss. It's really easy, and once the boss is defeated, the gold ring will be available to you.
Mother!
Alucard, is that you?
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
Now that we've obtained the golden ring, head out back the way you came and fall down the giant hole. Go all the way to the left till you see this wooden bridge, and then actually continue to the left till you see the waterfall. Fly onto the room to the left and hit the button. you'll see a giant ape with a barrel that explodes, and a little sign will appear that something has shown up at the wooden bridge. Head all the way back now to the wooden bridge. Now that we're back at the wooden bridge, slowly lure the skeleton ape to come over. Stay far enough away that he doesn't throw the barrel, but not too far to where he's off the screen and he won't be able to follow you. Once he's done luring over, get him to throw the barrel at the bridge, it'll explode, pick up the upgrades, and head on down the path. And through this mouth, there is the boss fight, Cerberus, who's pretty easy. I recommend Holy Water, even though I know I'm using Bible. It's also still effective, but Holy Water can absolutely shred him because he doesn't move much. He's a pretty dang easy boss and you'll have no trouble with him. Now that Cerberus has been defeated, continue making a straight path down until you reach the catacombs. So now we've entered the catacombs. If you look down to the left, there will be a save room. What you're going to want to do is head to the right, continue on down the path, until you reach this big room here. Head all the way down to the bottom right of this room. You're going to walk through another hall, and then you're going to need to go to the top right of the next big room that you enter. So here's where you're going to need the Echo of the Bat, because there's a fully spiked out room that's completely pitch black. Continue to hit triangle to see where you're going, and at the end of it, it's pretty simple, but do be careful and take your time because it can be really hard if you get damaged to get back into bat form again. So be really careful and reach the end. Once you're done here, you're pretty much just going to go and continue to the right and drop down to here until you grab what's known as the Spike Breaker armor, which is the next item you need to get to the inverted castle. Now that we've acquired the Spike Breaker, essentially you're going to have to hop all the way up here on the map, and I know it's quite a jump. There is a teleporter down there, so that can help if you happen to find that, and essentially come to this room. And now that we have this, we're no longer damaged by these spikes, but can shatter them. Because I'm so OCD, I have to break every single spike that I see, so I do that for a couple minutes, and eventually once we get to the end, a cutscene with Maria plays.
Alucard, have you seen Richter?
There is a Belmont here. You are right about that.
I knew it! Where is he?
The one I saw was with the enemy. He called himself the Lord of this castle.
What? That's impossible! You're wrong! I have to go!
Now that the cutscene's played, you now can acquire the Silver Ring. And essentially you need to go all the way back to that clock room again. Now that you've acquired both the gold and the silver ring, you can now head back to the clock room, equip both of them, and this little cutscene will play. Jump down this hole. To the left there's a save room, and to the right there's some health. So once you're done doing all that, you can head down this room and just continue on down. Hop up here, and then a cutscene will play.
Alucard?
That voice. Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He is with the enemy.
Richter Belmont, in league with Dracula.
He must be under someone else's control. We can't hurt him, whatever we do.
But he must be stopped.
Yes, but can you? Then for all our sakes, show me that you will.
So now Maria will challenge you to a fight. She's pretty easy to do, pretty easy to dodge her attacks. I would condemn her for this knee-jerk response. However, Alucard did the same thing to Trevor, so I guess he's finally getting his just desserts for over 300 years ago.
You're stronger than I am. You can save Richter. Will you? Please?
I can't promise that, but I will stop him.
If it must be that way. Here, I found these. Take them.
And these are?
If you wear them, you can see beyond illusions.
Thank you. I go to find Richter. Stay and pray for him.
Now that you've beaten Maria and seen the cutscene, equip the holy glasses and come up to this room on the map. There is a save spot over here too, which I do recommend, and a bunch of life and heart max-ups if you fly to the top where the broken stairs are. But essentially continue on till you get to the Richter boss fight.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning to resurrect Count Dracula?
Dracula rises once a century. One chance for each Belmont to shine, and then we're finished. Forgotten. If I bring him back now, the battle can last for eternity.
You have lost your way. So be it, Vampire Hunter. Let your battle begin with me.
Now that the battle has begun, if you have the holy glasses equipped, you're going to see this floating green orb thing. Essentially, don't really attack Richter at all. Just hit this floating green orb a lot. It doesn't have any immunities like Richter does.
How inconvenient. But we've only just begun. The Master's ascension is at hand.
Now, you have successfully
No.
gotten to the inverted
What
castle.
have I
Alex will
done?
just walk up
You
and
saved him,
teleport you
Alucard.
there.
Thank you so
You can
much.
teleport back and forth through this
Alucard?
room if you ever just
The
want to get back
Alucard?
to the old castle to talk to the
be.
librarian
That was
or
over
do other
300
things.
years
So
ago.
it's not like you're
Never
stuck in the
mind
new
that.
castle and can't get back.
Is the man who controlled you in that
Well,
castle?
I really hope you enjoyed today's video
Yes, I think so.
and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.